I wake up and check the time. 10:40 a.m. It's Saturday, so usually I could relax after such a stressful week. But unfortunately, it's not the case considering the events that occurred yesterday. Fnatsuki's home situation, and so you're avoiding me. Not to mention those mysterious texts I got. And of course Yuri. After I helped her clean her cuts, it was getting late. I felt it would be best to go home if I feared Yuri may implode from anxiety. Before I left, however, I asked her if she would like to go out today. I told her about a fairly new cafe that opened in downtown, and she said she would like to go. I guess I could start getting ready then. I sit atop my bed and look through the window. It's a bit cloudy currently, but it looks like it's going to clear up later. After completing my daily routine and eating breakfast, I look at the clock. I should probably start heading out now. I pull out my phone and send a text to Yuri. I'm glad I remembered to get her number before I left. I'm making my way over to your house now. Are you almost ready? Hopefully today will be nice and easy. I think Yuri deserves to have a normal day for once. I don't expect her to bring up her cutting, nor do I plan on bringing it up. I'm going to help her, but I have to wait for her to be ready to open up. This is a good take. Breathing. Yes, I'm ready. Perfect. I grab my wallet and keys and then exit my house. I arrive at Yuri's house and ring the doorbell. Immediately the door opens and Yuri steps out. Hello, John. Have you been waiting by the door this entire time? Nice outfit they got for her. To have something a little bit different. Well, you said you were on your way and... I know, but it's nearly a 10-minute walk from my house to yours. If you were ready a long time ago, you could have texted me and I could have gotten here faster. It must have slipped my mind. Anyways, shall we go? Yes, let's go. Yuri beams at me. A pleasant sight to see after such a horrendous few days. We walk until we make it to the downtown area. This is the part of town full of all sorts of restaurants, shops and clubs. You name it, it's here. Street performers and beggars also line the sidewalk on occasion. We walk by a guy strumming an acoustic guitar. And now here's Wonderwall. You and I speed up our pace a bit. Speed our pace up a bit. I believe the cafe is just at the end of the block. Sure enough, we finally arrive at the cafe and step inside. Time for a cafe. What was her name again? But anyway, the mixture of all Dokis, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. Maybe Natsuki's missing here, but anyway, a mixture of the Dokis is right here. Uncle Muggins? Coffee, donuts, pasta, burgers. Cool to know. Today's menu probably. We stand in line and look over the menu above. Well, Yuri, you're the tea expert. What do you recommend? There's so many kinds. I don't want to give you something you don't like. Relax, Yuri. I'm not so bad picky. I am, though. Maybe I'll get a green tea. That's a fine choice, John. Maybe I'll get a green tea. That's a fine choice, John. Perhaps I'll have the ginseng tea. I have no idea what that is, but if Yuri is getting it, it must be good. I turn to Yuri to see she is talking to herself. Are you alright? Yes, I'm okay. I'm just rehearsing my order. You don't want to know how frequently I talk to myself. Like, rehearsing your order is something I've seen a lot of people do before they, call, something to order, to order something, or you know? But I have this problem. When I'm walking outside and I'm talking to myself, I start humming to myself, and it's so awkward because I've noticed that I sometimes do in fact do it while walking past people. Nobody's really noticed it, so maybe I'm quiet enough for people to not really notice it. But it's it's something to behold. What? You don't mentally prepare how you're going to phrase your order before ordering? A lot of people do that. Not everyone goes outside. I can't say that I do. Oh, this is very embarrassing. Now I've done it. I really need to get better at talking to girls. Hey, don't worry. I'm sure a lot of people practice their orders. Plus, I think it's kind of cute. What did you just... Next! Next! That's us. How can I help you today? May I have a green tea? One green tea. The cashier writes down my order, then turns to Yuri. And what can I get you, ma'am? I guess I didn't let Yuri finish her rehearsal. I'll take the tea. The cashier stares blankly at Yuri. Ma'am, we have a lot of different kinds of tea. She points at the menu behind him. Oh, so it is. He points at the... Of course, I'm sorry. The cashier, clearly uncomfortable, looks at me. Someone shouts from behind us. Can you hurry up already? Some of us places to be. I turn and see there's a noticeable large line behind us. I look over to Yuri, who's turned as pale as a ghost. She looks at us kind of pleadingly. That's all his order for. What do I do? I turn back to the cashier. She'll have a ginseng. He writes the order down. 1 ginseng and 1 green tea. Will that be all? It's just his voice. Don't judge him. Yes, thank you. I pay for our order and escort Yuri to an empty table. I'm sorry. It's okay, Yuri. You don't have to apologize. Let's see. I think Yuri got this. She lifts her arm. You can see her trembling in her shoes. With a shaky finger, she points at the menu. Can I have... She squeaks out a word that's barely audible. Ginseng! The cashier looks up at the menu behind him. You said ginseng? Yuri slightly nods. You said ginseng? Alright, 1 green tea and 1 ginseng. I have to go to the bathroom. I pay for the order and find an empty table to sit at. After waiting for a few minutes, a puffy-eyed Yuri takes the seat across from me. I'm sorry. It's okay, Yuri. We can forget this ever happened if you want. Yuri deeply exhales. Okay. Let's see. But those people were clearly angry at me. I embarrassed you, didn't I? Yuri, look at me. It's okay. You didn't embarrass me. Also, who cares what those people think? They want to be impatient and mad, then that's their own problem. Don't worry about what other people think. Also, I'm sorry, I should have distracted you when you were practicing your order. Thank you for ordering for me. Don't mention it. The waiter comes by and hands us our tea. Let's go this route. Oh. I'm sticking to my first choice because that's what I kind of wanted to go with. The waiter comes by and hands us our tea. Anyways, Mr. John, can you stop saying that? Saying what? Anyways. The proper term is anyway. Yeah, that's what I just was thinking. Like, is it because it's anyway? sorry for that. Someone texted me and I thought it might be something serious, so I checked up on that. Anyways, on that verb, thusly cannot be plural, and well, anyways may technically be a word, is often used in colloquial language and is very informal. I'm sorry, I guess. I didn't mean to sound rude or anything. I just raised my voice again. I'm sorry, Yuri! It's fine. I appreciate you informing on how to not sound informal. Oh, you're welcome. Now let's enjoy our tea before it gets cold. Good idea. We start to drink our tea in silence. I just sniff it through. I should strike up a conversation to break this awkward tension. So, Yuri, what made you join the literature club? You know, before it went to hell. Well, if I'm being honest, it was to meet new people with similar interests as me. I thought maybe perhaps I could find people who had an equal fascination in storytelling. I'd also hoped it would maybe help me not feel so secluded from the outside world. Maybe it could be a starting point to become more comfortable. Again, the sweet air in my stomach. To become more comfortable with human contact. I suppose it didn't exactly work out that way, however. Well, I wouldn't say that exactly. I mean, you met me, right? And I believe that you and Natsuki, despite your differences, have become a little closer. I suppose you're right. Think of it this way, Yuri. As much as I hate to say it, if it weren't for Monica and the literature club, we wouldn't be sitting here sharing a cup of tea together right now. Again, you're right. Of course I am. I lean back in my seat and rest my hands behind my back. I'm always right. You and I share a small laugh. I guess in the end I accomplished my goal and my friends. As we sip our tea, an idea strikes me. Light bulb. Yuri, do you want to visit Sayori? Sayori? Yeah, yesterday she seemed really down because you weren't there. Well, I don't want her feeling well. I would love to pay Sayori a visit. Great, she'll be happy to see both of us. We finish our tea and head towards Sayori's house. Ohio, Sayori! We arrive in front of Sayori's house. John, aren't you and Sayori neighbors? Yep. That's my house right there. I point at the house next to where we are. Anyway, let's go inside. You're gonna walk inside? Relax. I texted her earlier saying I was coming over. Plus, Sam and I have been friends for so long, it's completely normal for us to just waltz into each other's homes. Sayori? It's a bit uncharacteristic for Sayori to not be rushing down to greet me. I walk upstairs to Sayori's room as Yuri hesitantly follows. I knock on the door. Sayori, can I come in? Why do I feel so nervous? Sayori doesn't answer. Maybe she isn't home. Sayori's always home. I knock on the door once more. You better be dressed because I'm coming in. I gently open the door. Okay. For some reason that made me really anxious. I think it was just the remembrance. John? Yuri! What are you doing here? Well, you and I were having tea together and I thought it'd be fun to pay you a visit. I see. This isn't right. Bringing Yuri here should have made Sayori happier, but it seems I've accomplished just the opposite. You have a lovely home, Sayori. Thank you, Yuri. Is it just you here? Yep, my parents are always away on business trips, so it's just me and Mr. Cow. Sayori points to a stuffed cow at the floor of her bed. Oh god, Mr. Cow, I've seen a lot of you. Sayori. Yes? That's a female. What? Males don't have udders. But why can't it still be a Mr. Cow? Is that so? Well, this is fun, right? All of us together, my sentence is cut short by a phone ringing. It's from my pocket, but it's not mine. I turn towards Yuri. I'm sorry, but I have to take this. Yuri steps outside and answers the phone. No, it's just me, Sayori, and Mr. Cow. Mrs. Cow? We stand in awkward silence for a moment. So you and Yuri, huh? Wait, Sayori. I don't know what you've got going in your head, but I promise it's not like that. You can't hide your feelings, John. I told you since day one you and Yuri have been falling for each other. My face is red hot right now. Saya must have turned her AC off. I don't know what you mean. It's really great seeing you, my friend. I'm really happy for you. Now I know something isn't right. Something is bothering her. Sayori, what's wrong? Step closer to her. I know something's up with you. You can't hide it from me. Sarah gives me an empty laugh. That's where you're wrong, John. I've always been like this. You're just saying it for the first time. What do you mean? This isn't good. You weren't supposed to see me like this. I feel like I've been hit by a semi-truck. Flashbacks to when I caught Yuri cutting herself in the hallway fill my mind. I tried to shake it off. Sayori, whatever it is you're going through, let me help you. You don't seem to understand, John. I don't want to be helped. Help is for people who deserve it. I still can't wrap my brain around what she's talking about. Sayori, I don't understand what you're saying. You're just going to make me spell it out. You're just going to make me spell it out for you, huh? John, for all my life, I've struggled through very bad depression. I've had voices in my head telling me that I don't deserve happiness. Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I feel as if there's nothing worth waking up to. Why go to school when I have no future to look forward to? Why wake up when every day the pain grows more and more? Why wake up whenever I try to see the silver lining and my vision is blocked by rain clouds? Tell me why I should wake up just to put on a mask to hide myself? Why make friends when all they do is use you to feel better about themselves? When you're seen as the clumsy one, or the goofy one, the one who can't even show any other facial expression besides a forced smile. Why wake up when the one person who was the sole reason for me going through all this pain is with another girl, is in love with another girl? My heart drops. It feels my entire world has been hit with a big avalanche. My entire friendship with Sayori. I've been blind this whole time. I pull Sayori into my arms. I hold her softly. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I never knew Sayori. I promise you, from now on I will do everything I can to make every day even a little bit better for you. John. Sayori isn't holding me back. She presses her hands against my chest and pushes me away. You don't understand. No one understands. I don't want people to worry about me. It's bittersweet, you know? That word feels like a knife twisting in my chest. Sometimes it's nice, and other times it feels like a hammer being smashed against my head. It all makes sense to me now. Why you came here. It's the world wanting to punish me. I know I deserve to be punished, but this is beyond torture. Seeing you here, seeing you with Yuri. It's like my eyelids are forced open while I have to watch a spear going through my chest. And the person driving it through me is the one I trusted the most. Every waking moment, every heartbeat is a cry in pain. Sayori, I don't even have the slightest clue as to what to do here. I step close to Sayori and gently grip her shoulders. I know I can never understand what's inside your head. And I know I haven't treated you the best I could have all these years. But I still know what's best for you. I give Sayori a sad smile. And I promise you that I will always be by your side. But John, I remember how Yuri once told me the eyes are the windows to the heart, to the soul. And as I looked through Sayori's windows and peered down into her broken soul, there's only one thing for me to say. Sayori, You'll always be my dearest friend. Get out. What? Get out of my house! Go away! No! But Sayori, I said get out! She grabs a glass paperweight that's sitting on her desk and throws it at the wall beside me. That glass ricochets off the wall. I frantically sprawl out of her bedroom and downstairs. I run all the way outside. Yeah, and I feel like Sayori is also out of character there. It's also with like the... when people just see me as the clumsy girl and the goofy girl, that's also part of the font. The front that she's putting on. Not completely, there are probably a few things where she's in fact just a bit oblivious and clumsy and all. But given the fact that it makes people laugh, I don't think she minds, even if they view her as more of the clumsy and the... yeah, more the clumsy and the silly girl. Because that's probably a better way to be looked at than this depressed, sad, lonely girl. But I mean, he didn't handle it well at all himself. But I still know what's best for you, yeah. There's again this part. Yuri follows me, now with her phone. John, what's wrong? We'll talk about it later. I look back. Sayori slams her front door closed. We shouldn't have come here, Yuri. I'm sorry. It's okay, John. As you said, Sayori's been acting differently recently. Perhaps she didn't mean whatever she said. I think back to what she said. My best friend, oh God, suffering through depression her whole life. And I've been oblivious to it. I made fun of her for sleeping in or being super clumsy. It's all my fault. I turned to you and realized she's been staring blankly at me this whole time. Well, you wouldn't have known given the fact that she teases you back about an equal amount. Although not always as roughly. Sorry, I just got lost in thought. You know what helps me to clear my head? I usually go to the local bookstore and read. Of course you do. I smile at Yuri. I think I could use a good book to clear my head. We start off to the bookstore. Have you ever seen a more beautiful place, John? I can't say I have. Admittedly, before I met Yuri, I wouldn't... oh jeez. I feel like something was happening there because also the book earlier, the Infinite Isolation, I think, was had like quite a few spelling mistakes. I wonder if they were like, if this is this portion was more written in a hurry or something. Like it's part of a mod and just simply not rechecked. And I wouldn't be caught dead next to a bookstore. But as I've grown closer to her, I've actually started to build up a passion for reading. John, do you see that? I follow Yuri's finger to see what she's pointing at. It's an advertisement for a book. A Sakura's Guide. I shake my head. What's that? It's supposedly the sequel to Infinite Isolation. Oh, Jesus Christ! To Infinite Isolation. It's about the main character's plan to escape, and the spirit of her late husband guides and protects her. What's the thing about the Sakura? The husband was hanged on a Sakura tree. Are you not paying attention to the book? The book said cherry blossom. They're the same thing, John. Looks like it's my turn to be embarrassed. I changed the subject. Well, why don't buy it? Once we're done with our current one, we can start the next one. I wish we could, but unfortunately it hasn't been released yet. And only the title has been shown. The author hasn't mentioned anything else about the book. Wow, I can't imagine anything more annoying than an author teasing a project, but never revealing anything else about it. Well, with that said, would you like to continue reading? I would love to. Luckily, the bookstore has a copy of the book. I grab and we sit at an empty table. You and I go through the next few chapters in silence. I wanted to say, what bookstore allows you to just read the books there? Isn't it more like a library and you just don't buy it? But I mean, all the bookstores, not all of them, but most bookstores I've been in, and not libraries, they're quite small. And you couldn't read them properly because you would just be standing in some between like books and blocking the way for other people. You and I go through the next few chapters in silence. It's getting late. Would you like for me to walk you home? My, what a gentleman. My face grows hot. I guess the bookstore keeps their AC off as well. Don't mention it. As we walk out, the boy at the register calls out to us. Hey, Yuri! Yuri sees the cashier waving at us. Quickly she rushes out of the store. I follow suit. Maybe he's the stalker. Yuri, are you okay? Did you see how everyone was looking at me? How did you know your name? I guess not. I come here a lot and sometimes he tries to start a conversation. A conversation. I try not to come whenever he works. Even if I'm really into a book, Oh, Jesus Christ, what's happening? I'll wait to purchase it until he's off shift. Did he do something to you? I'll go over there right now and no! He's never done anything besides make light conversation. Then why do you avoid him? To avoid conversation. I knew I was introverted, but I must admit that this is a tad bit absurd. She goes out of her way and even inconveniences herself just to avoid a single interaction. We walk the rest of the way home in silence. Thanks for hanging out with me today, Yuri. I started back home. John, wait. What is it? It's very late. I'll be fine walking home. Thanks, though. But John, would you like to? If you wanted, you could. Are you asking if I want to spend the night? Is this for real? I would never have imagined that Yuri would ever ask me a question like that. Or any girl for that matter. Alright, John, play it cool. Sure. Really? Yeah, maybe we can even read more of the book. And maybe you can show me how to make tea as well, or something. But I step towards the sidewalk out of nervousness. Yuri then smiles softly. I like that. We both walk inside Yuri's house. I'll start the tea. Okay, I'll get the book. I don't have the book. I keep it in my backpack. Yuri comes back. Is something wrong? I don't have the book. Yuri softly giggles at my distress. John, did you forget where you are? She gestures to a locked bookcase in the living room. Ah! I walk over and sure enough, I find the book titled Infinite Isolation. Not Infinite Isolation? I pluck it from the shelf and take a seat on the couch. Yuri comes back, tea in hand, and places the teacups before us on the table. We get in our normal reading positions and continue to read for a little while. Are you ready to go to bed? Yuri rubs her eyes and nods. Alright, we'll stop here. I close the book and stand up. I guess I'll be sleeping here. John, you're my guest. What kind of host would I be if I let you sleep on the couch? What do you mean? Well, where else am I going to sleep? I get an anxious feeling welling up inside me. Is she going to ask me to sleep with her? Yuri is asking me. Yuri! Yuri's asking me to... In her bed? Hold up, Yuri. Hold up. Yuri, are you about to say what I think you're about to say? I'm sorry. It was a stupid question. I should be pushing this too far. Maybe it's best if you go home. I'm sorry for you to spend time with me. Yuri, again you're overthinking things. You didn't force me to do anything. I'm glad I'm here. And I suppose if you're okay with it... She looks up at me. I have a big bed, so we won't have to lie so close to each other. Yuri gives a small grin. We both share a small laugh, then head upstairs. Act 2. A Cure for Pain. Two weeks have passed. Okay. I slowly open my eyes. The warm sunlight peeks through the curtains. At first I was surprised when Yuri offered to share a bed, but I soon figured out why she wasn't nervous. She wasn't lying when she said she had a big bed. The thing is nearly 6 feet wide. I look over to see Yuri peacefully sleeping. For the past 2 weeks, we've been taking turns staying at each other's houses to read, drink tea, etc. We're already in the last few chapters of our book. You haven't been going to the literature club at all. In fact, I'm pretty sure the club has been shut down since it was only Sayuri and Monica. Even wrapped in the thick blankets, I feel cold. Sarah loved the literature club, but now it's gone. John, I'm not out of my trance. I turn to Yuri. Good morning, you put my purple... Sorry, that caught me off guard. Good morning, my purple princess. What? Despite sharing a bed, Yuri still seems uncomfortable with any displays of affection. I guess technically, with the exception of sharing a bed, our relationship hasn't progressed beyond just friends. I'm too scared to ask her to be my girlfriend. What are you thinking about? Huh? You're spacing out. Something on your mind? I'm fine, just ready to start the day. I get up and head to the bathroom to do my normal routine. Once downstairs, I see that Yuri has already started making breakfast. What's she making? Just some pancakes. How fancy. I shoot Yuri a slight grin. She sends one back and continues cooking. I take a seat and start thinking about the past 2 weeks. Even with Yuri and I spending so much time together, we've yet to talk about her cutting. Yuri's very reclusive and I planned on waiting for her to open up to me, but that hasn't been the case. Preparing for when she did so I could help her. I've been contacting psychiatrists who can help her and may even prescribe her with medication. Medication, even though they haven't really had a talk with her yet? They should talk with her first. Like, what medication are they going to give her? If they don't know the cause of the cutting, if they don't know if she's suffering from any mental illness, if they... like, what medication? Also, I don't know if you should do that behind her back. No, I don't think you should be doing that behind her back. That just seems bad to me. Yuri comes to the table, sits on a plate in front of me, and then takes a seat. Did you have any plans today, John? It's now or never. Yes, I did. Did they involve reading or tea? Yuri smiles whimsically, but I don't share her moment of happiness. She notices I'm not smiling and shifts to worriness. Is everything okay? Yuri, for the past few days I've come in contact with psychiatrists. I really think you could... Yuri jumps up, sending her chair crashing to the ground. Why would you do this to me? She starts to march away, but I stop her. I don't think so. I grab her and pull her into my grasp. She stands in front of me with a look of immense pain on her face. Yuri, please look at me. I promised you that I would help you. I don't plan on breaking that poor promise. John, I don't think I can. Don't say that, Yuri. This man may be the answer we've been searching for. He can help you understand yourself and maybe even help you with your... you know. That still doesn't mean that you should try doing something like this behind her back. She stares at the ground for what feels like an eternity. Okay. Okay? Okay. I'll go see a psychiatrist. My heart jumps out of my chest triumphantly. That's fantastic! I wrap my arms around her in a tight embrace, but she fails to do the same. I let her go. I'll call him and see when we can schedule a visit. It's obvious Yuri isn't as excited about this as I am. I've been close to her all this time, and she has adamantly shut me out of most of her inner feelings. I can't imagine how she'll act having to open up to a complete stranger. I'm aware that this is hard, but it's for her own good. If she doesn't want to, maybe it's not. We should continue eating before it gets cold. I shake myself away from my thoughts and turn to the breakfast. Oh yeah, let's continue. We take our seats and eat the rest of our meals in silence. I peek over and see Yuri visibly shaking. Her sleeves are loose and drooping down enough to see to where if I look hard enough I can see her arms. I can see the faint shadows of scars lined up and down. I whisper quietly to myself, I'll save you from the pain, Yuri. That's such a bad mentality. I hope that this is the point of this mod. If not, oof. I decided to take Yuri for a walk through downtown to ease her mind. John, do you mind if we go in here? I look up at the sign. At some clothing store. Yeah, sure. I grab the door and hold it open for Yuri. Once inside, I look for a bench to sit on. I'm not really a fan of shopping, that is, unless I'm shopping for a new video game or something. Do you know what you're looking for? Oh, I thought we could just look around. Look around? What the hell is wrong with women? You don't want to meet my guy friends. You'll be shocked by how much they love shopping. I'm not really a fan of it, though. I don't know. It's probably, however, more related to the fact that shopping means I have to walk or stand somewhere, and I can't walk or stand or jump because I have a problem with my foot. So it starts really hurting, and at some point I begin limping even though I didn't exactly get hurt. And it's just so inconvenient to go shopping. But if friends invite me, might as well. Although I tend to have a plan before I go shopping personally. But it's with them, it's like we go shopping somewhere and then I need to sit down because my foot hurts. Sometimes I can manage for a longer time, but usually it's like go into one store and they're everywhere, and then we sit down outside and to the next store, and I mean it's fun since it's with my friends, but my foot does not thank me at the end of the day. Why would you go into a clothing store to just look around? Once again, I regret my name choice. Alright then. Yuri begins to Yuri begins to sift through rags while I stand there aimlessly. I look at posters on the wall. They all show attractive people in dramatic poses on clothes, yeah. John, have you seen anything you like? Yuri speaks to me from the other side of the rack. I look around through the assortment of clothing. You might become fixated on a sundress. I walk up to it and pull it out of the rack. It's a long magenta sundress with thin fabric and spaghetti straps. As I'm looking at it, some guy walks up behind me. Hey, is that one purple? Purple's my favorite color. The guy takes this dress straight from my hands and walks up to the cashier and purchases it. Alright then. Yeah? Do you have a problem? Because these guy friends are prone to also wear dresses. Well, 2 of them. That's actually not that many in general. And also compared to those who enjoy shopping, but I know some people probably know none. I walk over to the counter where the cashier is handing Yuri a bag. What's that? Just something for myself. A freak roar bellows to the clothing store. Oh my god, the city is being attacked by a monster. I look down and see it's only my stomach rumbling. Wanna go somewhere to eat? Sure. Yuri smiles and we exit the store. Alright, Yuri, where do you want to eat? John, You know, it's not very gentlemanlike to make the lady choose. Ah. I'm sorry, it would be funny to tease you. Yuri continues to giggle at my expense. It's mind-boggling to see just how comfortable she's gotten with me. According to others, she isolates herself from most people. Then again, most people probably don't barge into her house. In the end, Yuri smiles lets me know this is all worth it. Alright. You had your fun. How about we go to a ramen shop? I look quizzically at Yuri. Can you just buy ramen for like 29 cents at a grocery store? That's the cheap store-bought ramen. Are you saying you've never had authentic ramen noodles before? Can't say I have. Do you think there's one nearby? I'm sure I can find one. I pulled my phone and started searching for nearby noodle shops. I found one just a few blocks down. It's called... It's called Spaghetto's Bowl. My phone is about to die. Do you think we can pull it up on yours? Of course. What's the address? It's 1273 Rockefeller Street. Alright, found it. Then lead the way. We walked the streets of downtown. It's a beautiful day. The hustle and bustle of the street is the same as always. A lot of people are walking about, probably enjoying the weekend. Same as us. There's some guy standing in the middle of the sidewalk menacingly. He's wearing a light pink button-down shirt with matching shorts, black belt, and brown dress shoes. His hands are wrapped over themselves across his abdomen, and he has a devilish, blank smile on his face. You and I quickly walk past him in hopes that he doesn't do anything to us. I know this is supposed to represent, like, Natsuki's father. I don't know, the way they spoke earlier, maybe about like Natsuki, and we've already kind of talked to Sayori, although we haven't salvaged anything, but I wonder if we also dab into like Natsuki's conflict. Within a couple more minutes, we make it to the shop. I look up at the sign, Spaghetto's Bowl. This is it. I hold the door open for Yuri and we step inside. It's cold in here. As soon as we step inside, a gust of wind blows against my body. This place definitely keeps their AC on. I look back behind the bar where the kitchen is. Chefs all hover above big pots, which I assume are full of noodles. The hostess approaches us. Hello. How many today? 2, please. Right this way. We follow the hostess to a table and take our seats. Your waiter will be with you shortly. She hands us the menus and walks off to seat the next guests. This is really nice, Yuri. I take it you've never been in a noodle shop before, John. Well, yeah. It's pretty neat in here. I look around the place. The dim lighting and music really set the ideal noodle-eating atmosphere. I look over the menu. There's a lot of variety considering my previous views on ramen. There are a lot of ramen. What are you gonna get? Most likely tonkatsu. You like pork? What do you mean? I just assumed. Uh-oh. That a lady would need pork. I'm not sure if it's the kitchen, but my face is growing harder and harder. I didn't mean any offense, You're sorry, you're too easy to tease, John. I roll my eyes at her. Okay, you got me. Very funny. It was pretty funny, to be honest. I go back to reading the menu. I think I'll just have the same thing. A fine choice, John. The waitress arrives at our table. She places 2 glasses of water before us. What can I get you to? I'll have a tonkatsu. She scribbles into her notepad. And for you, ma'am? Yu begins to get nervous. She has the same look she had at the coffee shop. I have the same thing! My eyes widen a little as I stare at Yuri. The waitress obviously oblivious to the situation bites down the orders. Phew. Will that be all? Yes. She takes the menus, then leaves our table. Is everything okay? I feel the corners of my mouth raise. I just wasn't expecting you to order. Yuri smiles shyly. Well, I suppose when I'm around you, I'm a bit more comfortable being myself. I give another smile, and she gives one back. That in itself is a small victory. The waitress returns, bowls in hand. Enjoy your meals. With a quick bow, she walks off. What's this? With my chopsticks, I point at a small bowl of red mixture. It's a spice you can put in your ramen. Oh, nice. I grab the small bowl and begin to scoop it into my food. Don't wait! What? It's very hard. You're supposed to only put in a small amount. Hence why it comes in such a tiny serving. I'm sure I'll be fine. After scooping out half the bowl, I set it back down and stir the noodles with my chopsticks. I grab a chopstick full of noodles and shove it into my mouth. Yuri rinses as soon as the noodles enter my mouth. Oh my god! Oh fuck! Oh god! Start breathing heavily. Smoke begins to blow out of my mouth like a chimney. I feel so hot. I'm sweating all along my forehead. The broth feels so like molten lava being poured down my asparagus. Who made this? Satan? Beads of sweat trickle down my face. Or those tears. Either way, my mouth burns. I grab my wet water and chuck it down. The pain fades away. Wow. Are you okay? Yeah. On the bright side, my senses have never been this clear in years. We share a laugh and continue our meals.
John.
Yeah?
Thank you for everything.
It was just lunch.
No, I'm not referring to the noodle shop. I'm referring to everything. Everything you've done.
I haven't really felt like I've done much. But when I think about Yuri probably hasn't ever had a day where she just goes out with a friend. Just one person being with her probably means the world to her. It's fine, Yuri. Like I said, friends stay by each other. My throat's even more sore than before, and my nose is more stuffed than before. I hope it's not too bad. She takes her hand and intertwines it with me. It's soft, yet tight.
Do you think I'm ready to be fixed, John?
I simply smile at her. I stare into her lavender eyes. Healing begins the moment you accept the pain. Yeah, I guess so. Can you first bring up the fact that she doesn't need to be fixed? Because that's not fixing. I see a tear slide down her face. She takes a moment to absorb my statement.
I'll be seeing you, John.
Have a good night, Yuri. She breaks away and enters her house. For a moment, I stand there by myself as the cool winter breeze encapsulates me. My own words race repeatedly through my mind. We'll get through this. Together.